I'm being really, really honest with you. This is like take 4 or 3. I'm making this video today. Hello, and welcome back. Today is going to be reading out our daily bread. I am being really sincere. I've had so many things happen to this camera, my Canon G7X, and I think it's just trying to distract me. Yeah, I hope this is working. I really do. There's a few things I want to cover before I start reading this. I had just uploaded 3 videos yesterday, which will consist of June 1st and 2nd and then the 17th, because I began this series yesterday. I just picked up the book Sunday, so I'm about 16 days behind. Well, no, I'm about 14 days behind, so 2 weeks. We'll get them covered very, very fast. The next thing is, I am not really good about, I try my best, I'm no expert, but punctuation, and a lot of times the words in the Bible really skip me up, or they distract me, meaning I don't know how to pronounce it and what does it mean. I just downloaded a new app on my tablet, and it is just fantastic as pronouncing the biblical names, and I got it under the Play Store. I'm not sure under Apple what your site you go to download apps, but the app that I downloaded is called biblical punctuations, and you can type in the word and it will sound out the word for you. So yeah, that helps tremendously. And I guess what I'm needing to do, so I won't be hung up on a word when I read a reading to you, because it is distracting, and I don't want to be distracting to any of you, to be honest. And at the end, I'm going to update the last 3 videos and put in there what books this passage is being taken out of. So that's one thing that I do want to cover ahead, because this is, this is scary for me, and I don't want to lead you down the wrong path of frustration, or you're not getting it, or where do I find this information. So I will update those 3 videos, and I for sure will put below on what you're looking at, there is a subscribe button with the bell, and I think there's like an upside kind of carrot, I think, above it. Let me make sure. Let me pull up a video. Videos. You can click on that and it'll bring down another menu, and so on that it will show you what that passages it took away from this information. That's good. It might not even work on mine, because it might. Oh, I'm at my, let me see if I can even pull one up on my phone. Would be much faster. I think I need a new computer. I know I need a new computer. So when you click on a video, we'll put Alfie. I watch him all the time. Him and Zoe. They're just 2 cute kids. Like for example, Lydia, I love her. So on this, if you can see it, let me see if I can click on it. There's an arrow right here, right there, and you can click on that arrow and it'll bring up another menu where she put information on that. So I will put in there, on when you click on that little upside down triangle, see if I can click on it again, right there, it will show you where the reading came from, what parts of the Bible. So I've written down some of the tough words that I had problems with, and I hopefully I will not mispronounce it. Okay, yeah, it's what time? It's 11:19. I think I'm on my third cup of coffee, if that says anything to you. Okay. The title of this reading today is Rescuing Villains. Rescuing Villains. If I can say that before I start. Okay, I apologize. There. The comic book hero is as popular as ever. In 2017 alone, 6 superhero movies accounted for more than $6 billion US in the box office sales. But why are people so drawn to big action flicks? Maybe it's because, in part, such stories resemble God's big story. There's a hero, there's a villain, and people in need of rescue, and plenty of revealing action. In this story, the biggest villain is Satan, the enemy of our souls. But there's a lot of little villains as well. In the book of Daniel, for example, one of his, I don't want to mispronounce this, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of much of the known world, who decided to kill anyone who didn't worship him. The giant statue, would kill anyone who didn't worship his giant statue. When the 3 courageous Jewish officials refused, God dramatically rescued them from the blazing furnace. But in a surprising twist, as we see villains' heart begins to change. In response to this spectacular event, Nebuchadnezzar, I think I'm saying that, said, "Praise to be God in Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego." But then he threatened to kill anyone who defied God, not yet understanding that God didn't need his help. Nebuchadnezzar would learn more about God in chapter 4, but that's another story. What we see in Nebuchadnezzar isn't just a villain, but someone on a spiritual journey. In God's story, a redemption, our hero, Jesus reaches out to everyone needing rescue, including the villains among us. Who do you know in need of God's rescue? What can you do to help? Coco's sending kisses to me. I cleaned his cage this morning. He's very happy with me. So the prayer they have is, Jesus prayed for those who persecuted him. Can we do the same? Okay. On this reading, who do you know that needs of God's rescue, and what can you do to help? I guess my part, what I can do to help, I'm answering to, is making these videos. Last night I laid in bed and I'm thinking to myself, Jay, what are you doing? Are you qualified? Are you able? Should you be doing this? And I was very quiet last night. I haven't even said anything to Ray about any of this. And I knew I was being attacked. I knew it. I knew I was being second guessing of what he's asking for me to do. me being bold is challenging in so many different ways. Me not, how can I put it? Me revealing, being raw, is very scary. And I don't want to mislead any of the readings and just anybody. In today's world, it's so dark, but there's also light, and we need to shine more brightly. So maybe you know somebody that might need to hear this daily, and share this with them, or just share the video, and you're able to do that. Talking about this to people, as in the Bible and the passages, and knowing that Jesus, he's real. He's not something, he's alive. He works through every one of us. And so my part is, what can I do to help, is that I'm reaching out to everyone who sees these videos, that they feel comfortable enough not to be afraid to go into, here is my baby, go into the Bible and just open it up and start reading. There are resources that you if you don't want to go buy, or if you don't have time to go buy a Bible of your liking, and when I say by liking, the different, like the King James or the New King James, the NIV, any of the different Bibles out there, you can download it on your phone, on your tablet, any kind of social media. I'm not sure if you can download it on your computer. I would assume you could. I think you can download apps on your computer. I've never done it, so I'm being naive there. I don't know. Another thing you can do to assist you that will help you, there are different apps out there that can assist, as in punctuation on the words that are in the Bible. The one I have upstairs here with me is the King James, the New King James Bible. And I really, really, really love this book. But I want you to feel comfortable. I also got tabs for it, and you can find tabs for your Bible. God, I'm just going off left field here. So you do have assistance or apps or things that you can put into your book. The thing is that you can highlight it, you can write in it, you can underline it, I have my marker here. I have bookmarkers in it. There's so many different things that you can do, but respect it. In today's story, everyone has ran into a villain or villains, and they can suck the energy out of you. If you know what I mean. And if you work in a situation, I'll just use this as an example. If you work in an environment where it's so hostile, and you know that you have to put yourself through that, and the thing what you can do is to pray on it, and pray on those who are hostile or make it an uncomfortable place. It's anywhere you go. We don't know what they're fighting. We don't know what they're challenging. We do not know if there's things that they have to upkeep that they can't communicate with you. We don't know what's going on in their lives. So I guess I want to make clear in this is that you see on social media, please say a prayer for me, or say a prayer for my family member, or say a prayer for my friends. You know, I 80-90% of the time I will say I'll be praying for Coco, Mama loves you. I would state, I pray for everyone. That is the medical team, that is the doctors, that is the teachers, everyone's who they're confronting. And I also pray for the ones who are attacking. And that is rescuing your villains. Coco, he is so loud today. He's happy. Coco, Mama loves you. So what I'm wanting to reveal in this is that, like I had stated in the 2 videos yesterday, forgiveness. It's good to pray for the ones that have done you wrong, or done someone else wrong. And the reasoning is that there's something that they're battling, and they're not able to communicate that, of what's going on within themselves. It could be insecurities, it could be some kind of emotion, as in a disorder situation. You have to take all the factors of what's going on, and you just don't limit the prayers to one individual or family or friends. You pray for everybody. It sounds sort of bad. We just had a major, another shooting yesterday there in Dallas, Texas, at the courthouse. There was a young man who was in the service at one time. I think he was in for 2 years. But he was killed. But he was going to go on a rampage. I prayed for his family. I prayed for his friends. I prayed for his comrades, because they're going to think, what could I have done differently? What did I miss? What can I do? Is to pray, even for the villain. And that's okay, because you're serving. And the part of being a good person is, like I've always stated, you always be good to yourself. You take care of yourself, and that's not wrong. And I apologize for Coco today. No, I don't. He's a bird. He can do what he wants to do. He's flexing his muscles. So, you being good to yourself and filling your cup and making sure that you do the right thing, I want you to understand is that if you belong to a prayer group, or if you are thinking about joining the prayer group there in Facebook, and you see these people who please pray for me, or pray, think about the ones who they're confronting and pray for them. A villain, there's a reason for that villain, or that individual became a villain. And I want you to think about that. Something happened to that individual. And the thing is talking about this king who was very, I don't know much about it, I'm very honest, is that he seemed very, almost in a narcissistic way of being absorbed with himself. And I want you to pray for this statue. And it's like, no, we're not going to do it. He's not alive. Jesus is alive. God's alive. And when you start talking and saying the word, people are going to start pointing fingers or getting ugly or nasty with you. And just be prepared. Prepare yourself. You have one up. You have one up than anything. And what I mean by that is, like I stated to you, faith is a gift from God. Faith is a gift from God. So keep faith. You have Him. Just ask for Him and trust Him. So, Jesus prayed for those who persecuted Him. Can we do the same? Can you? Thank you. Everybody, it is June 18th. It is a Tuesday. Enjoy your week. Be careful. I'm serious, be careful. Be good to yourself, be good to others. For we just don't know what part of their journey they're on. We just don't know. So, Coco and all of the furry babies wish you a great one, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys.